brothers on the block. Same block, same dreams, different stories. Five brothers standing underneath the street light, laughing about tomorrow on a cold Friday night. Everybody came from a different road, but the same heavy beat made us carry the load. One had a mic, one had the records, one made beats while the others wrote letters. Nobody rich, nobody living large, but together we could turn a basement into a charge. Brothers on the block, we keep the fire alive, side by side together, that's how we survive. Through the good and bad, through the highs and lows, wherever life takes us, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Years might pass. Years might pass and the city might change, but some friendships never fall out of range. If I hear that old beat from a block away, I know my brothers are coming back someday.
Dust on the record, needle in the groove. DJ cuts while the speakers move. MC on the corner with the notebook tight. Everybody had a story they could spit that night. Boombox shaking on the concrete floor. One more beat and we were asking for more. No algorithms telling us what to play. We found our own sound and we made our own way. Golden era, let the old drums play. We keep that feeling alive today. From the basement floor to the rooftop view. Boom bap soul, that's what we grew into. Vinyl in the crate, headphones on my neck. Every little break was something to respect. Culture wasn't fashion, it was something we knew. A microphone, two turntables, and a point of view. Dust on the needle. City lights flicker. Let it ride. Concrete stories underneath my shoes. Late night corners where you pay your dues. Street lamps glow while the whole block sleeps. Old dreams buried where the pavement keeps. No gold chains, just a notebook page. Turn a little pressure in a lyrical rage. Baseline knocking through the apartment wall. One good beat make the whole room talk. I came from the noise, learned to move with the rhythm. Never needed permission, never asked who was listening. Every scar got a story, every step got a sound. When the kick hits hard, let it shake the ground. Let the beat ride, let the city breathe. Dust in the air, but there's fire underneath. From the street to the night, we keep it alive. Boom bap in the speakers till the morning arise. Corner store lights and the train overhead. Too many thoughts running wild in my head. Turntable spinning, bass in the floor. One more track, then we asking for more. No perfect timing, just a natural swing. Broken drum loops make the whole room ring. Everybody got a story that they carry inside. Put it over that rhythm, let the truth collide. Let the beat ride, let the city breathe. Dust in the air, but there's fire underneath. From the street to the night, we keep it alive. Boom bap in the speakers till the morning arrives.
don't sleep.
Yeah. Dust on the speakers, rain on the pavement. Still chasing dreams that the city never gave us. Yeah. Concrete under my sneakers, cold wind in my face. Young kid with a notebook trying to find his place. Corner store lights shining through the rain. Every block had a story, every wall had a name. We didn't have much, but we carried big dreams. Basement full of smoke and the sound of machines. DJ cutting records while the drums hit hard. We were building little worlds in a broken backyard. Mama said, keep your head up, don't lose your way. So I wrote another verse at the end of the day. No money in the pocket, but the vision stayed strong. I knew one day somebody would remember this song.
Concrete dreams rising from the street, dusty old drums underneath my feet. We came from the struggle, we came from the rain, turned all that pressure into music again.
Concrete dreams,
never let them die.
Keep one eye open while we reach for the sky.
From the basement walls to the city lights,
we keep that old school rhythm alive tonight. Friends on the corner, everybody had a plan. One wanted records, one wanted to rhyme, one wanted to make beats late into the night. We were young enough to think everything was right. Summer nights lasting forever back then. Same five brothers, same neighborhood friends. Boombox on the steps while the whole block moved. Nobody needed permission, nobody had to approve. Now the buildings changed and the old faces moved, but the rhythm in my chest still remembers the groove. Every scar on the sidewalk reminds me where I came. Every beat I write still carries that flame.
Concrete dreams rising from the street, dusty old drums underneath my feet. We came from the struggle, we came from the rain, turned all that pressure into music again.
Still here,
still writing,
still writing,
still writing,
still letting the old drums speak.
No crown on my head, but you know what time it is. No crown on my head, but you know what time it is. I walk in the room and the bass gets quiet. Pen full of fire, I don't need to start a riot. Words hit hard like a snare on two. If the beat is the test, I'm coming straight through. No fancy suit, just a hoodie and boots. No empty talk, only concrete truths. You can chase the spotlight, I'll build in the dark. Underground flame still leaves a mark. Underground king, let the old drums ring. No diamonds needed when the microphone swings. Built from the bottom, made from the pain. Boom bap, heartbeat running through my veins. Every line got weight, every pause got meaning. Every night in the booth got the whole room leaning. I don't need approval from a face on the screen. I know what it means when the whole crowd screams. But you know what time it is.
Yeah. Lights on, train running. A city never sleeps, never sleeps, never sleeps. Yeah. I ain't so train running. Hey. City never sleeps. Midnight traffic moving underneath the bridge. Cold wind blowing from the river to the ridge. Street vendors packing up, taxis moving fast. Everybody chasing something, everybody moving past. Young kid on the corner with a dream in his head. Old man on the bench remembering what he said. DJ in the window playing something raw. The city keeps moving without asking for applause. Every neighborhood got a rhythm of its own. Every avenue singing through the telephone. Every train car carries another story inside. Every lonely person got somewhere they gotta hide. City never sleeps, city never slow. Boom bap in the distance while the cold wind blows. Everybody moving, everybody trying to survive. That's the sound of the city keeping itself alive. City never sleeps. Lights against the rain. Every block remembers every face and every name. When the morning comes, we'll start another day. Tonight the old drums show us how to find our way. I know these streets like the lines on my hand. Know where the old crews used to gather and stand. Know where the record store used to stay. Know where we wrote our first rhymes every Saturday. Some places disappear, some memories remain. Some sounds come back when you hear the right refrain. That's why I keep walking when the night gets cold. Trying to find a young kid I used to know. City never sleeps, city never slow. Boom bap in the distance while the cold wind blows. Morning light coming, but the city keeps moving. Morning light coming. Dear younger me, if you could hear this beat, yeah. Dear younger me, I know you feel lost. Counting every failure, thinking about the cost. You think everybody else already knows the way, but nobody has the answers, they just learn day by day. You lose some friends and you make some new. Some promises will break, some dreams will come true. You learn that being strong doesn't mean never falling. Sometimes the quiet moments are the most important calling. Keep writing those rhymes even when nobody hears. Keep walking through the rain, even when you're scared. One day you'll look back and finally understand. Every little struggle helped build who you became.
Keep your head up, young soul, keep moving. Even when the whole world says there's nothing worth proving. Hold on to the rhythm, hold on to the dream.
Life ain't
always easy, but it's never what it seems. Keep your head up, don't throw it away. Some of your darkest nights will become brighter days. If you could see the road from where I stand,
you know every broken piece was part of the plan. You miss old summers, you miss old streets. You miss hearing that boombox underneath the beats. But don't be afraid when the seasons change. Growing older doesn't mean everything becomes strange. Carry the music, carry the lessons you learn. Carry every bridge and every corner you turn. And when somebody younger asks you for advice, tell them dreams take time and nothing comes without a price.
Keep your head up, young soul, keep moving. Even when the whole world says there's nothing worth proving.
Yeah.
Dear younger me,
you made it this far.
Keep going.
Drums knocking, we're still here. Yeah, it, nobody could save them. Cold wind blowing through the avenue. I learned what this city could really do. Old sneakers walking where the trains run. 5 deep rolling when the night comes. No spotlight, no cameras, no fame. Just beats in the basement and respect for the name. Street corner stories written in the rain. Every block got a memory, every scar got a name. Turn the volume up, let the old drums knock. Boom, back forever, from the corner to the block. We had little money but a whole lot of vision. Turned basement sessions into our own religion. Needle all wax and the baseline low. If you know that feeling, then you already know.
Underneath the dusty light, searching for a break that can carry all night. Funk in the corner, soul on the floor. Jazz in a box that I never seen before. Flip through the covers, read every little name. Sometimes finding nothing is part of the game. Then I see a record with a strange little sound. Put it on the table, let the needle come down. Drums start knocking with a beautiful crack. I smile to myself, yeah, I'm taking that. I'm a crate digger, searching through the past, looking for a little break that can make the rhythm last. Dust on my fingers, headphones on my head. Finding hidden treasures where everybody else forgets. Crate digger, never know what you'll find. Oh, soul, new beat, connecting every time. Turn the record over, let the needle go. That's how the underground learns to grow. Back in the studio, speakers turned down low. Chopping little pieces till the rhythm starts to grow. Kick from one record, bass from another, piano from a third, drums from somewhere other. No shortcuts, just patience in time. A little bit of digging and a whole lot of grind. When the final beat hits and the room starts to nod, you know that dusty record did its job. I'm a crate digger, searching through the past, looking for a little break that can make the rhythm last. Tomorrow I'll dig again. There's always another record, 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 another record. Midnight rain on the window. Slow train in the distance. Another night, another memory. Rain on the glass, neon on the street. Walking with the rhythm underneath my feet. Old cassette playing songs from another time. Every little crackle got me searching my mind. Coffee getting cold on the edge of the table. Thinking about the days when we thought we were able to catch every dream before it disappeared. Now I hear those echoes every time the beat is near. Saxophone crying somewhere down the block. Piano in the distance like a ticking clock. I don't need tomorrow, I don't need yesterday. Just another dusty loop while the night fades away.
Ride through the night, let the memories flow.
Street lights,
Pass slow while the city stays low. If tomorrow comes, we'll meet it when it arrives. Tonight we got the rhythm, keeping memories alive.
old photographs sitting underneath the bed. Faces from a time that we thought was ahead. Some became strangers, some stayed close, some disappeared like smoke from a midnight ghost. But the beat stayed warm when the room gets cold. Every little drum hit carries something old. No need for answers, no need for a plan. Just a quiet little moment trying to understand. So turn it up softly, let the record spin, let the night begin. Where the memories end. Tomorrow I wake with the sun in my eyes, but tonight these dusty drums keep me alive.
Ride through the night, let the memories flow.
Street lights,
Head slow while the city stays low. If tomorrow comes, we'll meet it when it arrives. and memories alive. Rain keeps falling, 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 falling.
The needle keeps turning, and somewhere in the city, another old story begins.
Before the lights come on, oh,
Yeah. Room getting quiet, everybody's gone. Street light shining through the window before dawn. One old record sitting next to the deck. I put the needle down and let the rhythm connect. All the things I couldn't say during the day come back in the music in a different way. Every kick sounds deeper when the room gets still. Every little melody carries something real. I think about the people that I used to know, places that disappeared, streets covered in snow, dreams that didn't happen, dreams that survived, all the little reasons that kept me alive.
one last record, let it spin tonight. Let the old drums breathe underneath the light. When the world gets quiet, I can finally hear all the things I lost, and everything's still here. One last record,
Don't turn it off.
let the needle run until the morning comes. If tomorrow changes,
Everything we know.
tonight I let the old school rhythm flow.
Maybe that's the reason I keep coming back to dusty little records and a heavy kick drum track. Because music remembers what people forget. Every little moment that we haven't lost yet. So here's to the nights when we didn't have much. Here's to the friends and the people we touch. Here's to the streets that taught us how to stand. Here's to every dream we carried in our hands. Tomorrow I'll wake up and start again. Another long road, another chapter begins. But for just one moment, let the whole world slow. Let the last record play before we go.
One last record, let it spin tonight. Let the old drums breathe underneath the light. When the world gets quiet, I can finally hear all the things I lost, and everything's still here. One last record,
Don't turn it off.
let the needle run until the morning comes.
Oh so
Old soul, old drums,
still carrying me home.
even when I'm walking through the city alone.
Needle lifts.
Silence,
In the first verse, start singing. The night.
No filter, no polish, just the truth. Yeah. I don't need a perfect picture for the story I tell. I've been through enough to know the difference between heaven and hell. No expensive clothes, no diamond parade, just a beat in a notebook and the choices I made. Everybody wants to shine but forgets about the work. Forget about the nights when the pressure really hurts. I learned how to stand when the ground wasn't stable. Learned how to write when I didn't have a label. No filter on the voice, no mask on the face. If I say it in the booth, I'm prepared to embrace every failure, every scar, every lesson I earned
every bridge that collapsed, every corner I turned.
No filter,
no fake, no disguise. Real life reflected in the words in the eyes. Let the old drums knock, let the truth come through. I don't need to pretend to be somebody new.
no filter.
No fear, no borrow style. Keep it raw, keep it real, keep it running a while. If the world doesn't listen, let the beat testify. I came from the bottom and I'm still gonna try. I don't chase every trend that comes through the door. I know what I'm building and I know what it's for. Some sounds disappear when the season is done, but real music stays when the crowd is gone. So let the drums crackle, let the sample breathe, let the bass hit hard like the city underneath. No need for perfection, give me something alive, give me something honest that can survive the night.
No filter,
no fake, no disguise. Real life reflected in the words in the eyes.
no filter. That's the whole point.
No filter.
No polish.
Yeah, just the truth. Two a.m. Rain on the pavement. Nobody's around. Just me and the drums. Yeah. 2 in the morning, walking through the rain. City lights reflecting like a memory in my brain. Headphones on my ears, hood over my head. Thinking about the things I never really said. Taxi moving slowly through the empty street. Old piano sample underneath the dusty beat. Train running underground, shaking up the ground. Every lonely city noise becoming part of the sound. Coffee getting cold inside my hand. Walking without knowing where I'm gonna land. Some nights you don't need a destination, you just need a little space for contemplation. I watch the city change, I watch the people leave. Watch old dreams disappear and new ones take their seat. But the rhythm never left, it stayed inside my chest. Even when the world got loud, the beat gave me rest. After midnight, let the city breathe. Old school drums underneath the concrete streets. Rain keeps falling, let the whole world sleep. Some memories hurt, but some memories keep. After midnight, walking through the glow. No destination, nowhere I gotta go. Let the bass line carry every thought away. Tomorrow can't wait, I'm living in today. I remember summer nights when the block was alive. Everybody outside just trying to survive. Now the same street feels quieter somehow. Different generation underneath the same clouds. Old fire escape, rusty metal stairs. A distant voice floating through the midnight air. Somewhere somebody's playing an old record low. And suddenly I'm 17 again, ready to go. I think about mistakes, I think about choices. All the different roads and all the different voices. Some people chase money, some people chase fame. I chase the beat because it remember my name. Every snare sounded like a knock on the door. Every bass line made me wanna write one more. Every little sample had a story underneath. Every dusty record had a heartbeat. After midnight, let the city breathe. Old school drums underneath the concrete streets. Rain keeps falling, let the whole world sleep. Some memories hurt, but some memories keep. After midnight, walking through the glow. No destination, nowhere I gotta go. Let the bass line carry every thought away. Tomorrow can't wait, I'm living in today. No crowd, no spotlight, no noise, just rhythm, Maybe solitude ain't always being alone. Sometimes it's finding somewhere you can finally call home. A quiet little corner where the thoughts can unfold, where you can hear your own voice underneath the cold. So I keep walking till the rain starts slowing, watching the first signs of the morning showing. The sky turning gray over buildings and wires, and somewhere in my chest I still feel the fire. I know tomorrow brings another heavy load, another long day, another complicated road. But tonight reminded me why I keep going, cause even in the darkness, something keeps glowing. After midnight, let the city breathe. Old school drums underneath the concrete streets. Rain keeps falling, let the whole world sleep. When the world gets quiet, that's when I can see. After midnight, walking through the glow. No destination, nowhere I gotta go. Let the bass line carry every thought away. Tomorrow can't wait, I'm living in today. Train stop, train fades. Morning comes, the beat remains. Train stop. Morning comes, the beat remains. Underneath our shoes, boombox on the sidewalk playing something smooth. Basketball bouncing while the DJ cuts. Everybody gather when the bass came up. Cold drink in my hand, sun going down. 5 kids dancing while the whole block's around. Somebody yelling, turn that beat up loud. And suddenly the sidewalk felt like a stadium crowd. No smartphones, no screens, no reason to hide. Hey, everything we needed was right outside. A little bit of music and a place to belong. A couple good friends and a 3-minute song. Boombox summer, take me back again. Something going down with the neighborhood friends. Old school rhythm and the speakers turn high. Young enough to think that the summer won't die. Boombox summer, streets glowing gold. Every little memory still feels close. Turn that old tape over, let the next beat play. I swear I can still hear those summers today. Young late night basketball under broken lights. Everybody laughing to the middle of the night. Parents calling names from apartment windows. We said one more song, but nobody went home. That was the magic, nothing had to be planned. Music in the air and the beat in your hands. Years move forward, but the heart remembers. Every old summer hiding somewhere in December. Boombox summer, take me back again. Something going down with the neighborhood friends.
Dear old neighborhood, it's been a long time, but I still remember. Yeah, Dear old block, I hope you're doing fine. I still remember every corner from another time. The cracked sidewalk, the corner store sign, the old apartment windows glowing at night. I remember walking home with the crew after school, talking about music, trying to act cool. Somebody had a tape that we played every day. The same 4 songs, but we loved them anyway. Basketball court, summer heat,
Old sneakers hitting hard against the concrete. Boombox on the bench, bass shaking the fence. We didn't have much, but it all made sense. Everybody knew everybody on the street. Everybody had a story, everybody had a beat. The older heads taught us how to carry ourselves, how to respect the music, how to respect ourselves.
Dear old block, I still hear your sound.
Old school drums,
Whenever I'm around, years may pass and the buildings may change,
but some memories
never rearranged. Dear old block, you taught me how to stand
how to hold a dream.
inside my hand. Even when the world keeps moving on,
Your rhythm stays with me.
when everybody's gone.
I remember record stores filled with dusty crates, standing there for hours while the afternoon waits, searching for a break, searching for a sound, searching for a little piece of magic underground. Then we take it home and put the needle down, turn the volume up and shake the whole town. Write our little verses underneath the beat, trying to make sense of the world through the street. Some friends left early, some moved away, some found different roads, some chose to stay. Some dreams disappeared, some dreams survived. Some people changed and some stayed alive. But whenever I hear that old drum pattern, I remember every face that mattered, every conversation underneath the light, every summer evening turning into night. Dear old block, I still hear your sound. Old school drums,
Whenever I'm around, years may pass and the buildings may change,
but some memories
never rearranged. Dear old block, you taught me how to stand
how to hold a dream.
inside my hand. Even when the world keeps moving on,
Your rhythm stays with me.
when everybody's gone.
Now I live with memories instead of those streets, but I still carry rhythm underneath my feet. Every song I write has a little piece of home. Every dusty sample tells me I'm not alone. Maybe that's the gift that music gave me, a way to keep the past without letting it chain me, a way to honor people, places and days without pretending that the world never changed. So here's my letter, written over boom bap drums, to every young dreamer wondering where they're from. Don't forget the streets that helped you become, but keep moving forward when tomorrow comes. Take the lessons, take the memories, take the sound, build something beautiful from the ground. And when somebody asks where your rhythm came from, tell them it started where the old drums used to run.
Dear old block, I still hear your sound.
Old school drums,
Whenever I'm around, years may pass and the buildings may change,
but some memories
never rearranged. Dear old block, you taught me how to stand
how to hold a dream.
inside my hands. Even when the world keeps moving on,
Your rhythm stays with me.
when everybody's gone.
Dear old block, this one's for you, for every old friend and every dream we knew. The beat keeps playing, the story moves on, but I carry your rhythm long after I'm gone.
Dear old block,
Yeah. Thank you for the memories.
needle keeps spinning,
Needle keeps spinning.
the story keeps going.
Good night.
Dear old, dear old, dear old, dear old, dear old.
5D, same block, different stories. One rhythm. 5D, same block. 5D, walking underneath the street light, cold Friday evening, turning slowly into night. One had a boombox, one had a notebook, one had the records in the crazy little hawk. One stayed quiet, watching everything around. One was always first whenever the beat came down. Different personalities, different dreams, but together we were stronger than it ever seemed. Corner store soda, chips inside a bag, old jackets hanging from a rusty rail. Somebody made a beat and everybody gathered. Nobody cared about the weather or the pressure. We talked about music, talked about life, talked about the future while avoiding the night. Young enough to think that we stay together, old enough to know nothing really lasts forever. 5D, walking through the night, 5 different stories started working every single day. One kept making beats in the room down low. One disappeared somewhere nobody knows. Life got busy, everybody got older. Summer became winter, shoulders became colder. But every once in a while somebody calls my phone, and for a couple minutes I'm 17 again. I remember those nights, no money in the pocket, but we had enough music to make the whole block rockin'. No fancy cars, no backstage passes, just old school dreams and a couple cheap cassettes. We thought the world was waiting for our sound, thought we put our names on every corner of town. Maybe we didn't become what we planned to be, but those nights still mean everything to me. 5D, walking through the night, 5 different stories, but the rhythm feels right. When the road gets rough, we don't run alone. Wherever we stand, that's where we call home. 5D, let the old drums knock. Brothers made family right there on the block. Years can't erase it. Distance can't break it. If the beat comes back, we'll know where to take it. So here's to the crew, wherever they are. Some chasing dreams and some chasing cars. Some raising families, some still on the grind. Some carrying memories that never left behind. If I hear that old rhythm from a block away, I turn the volume up and let the record play. Because friendship ain't measured by the distance you go, it's measured by the people who still know your soul. Walking through the night, 5 different stories, but the rhythm feels right. When the road gets rough, we don't run alone. Wherever we stand, that's where we call home. Let the old drums knock. Brothers made family right there on the block. Years may pass, but the feeling remains. 5D forever through the sunshine and rain. Same block, same rhythm. 5D. 5D. Record store opening. Crates on the floor. Needle ready. Let's dig. Yeah. Walk through the doorway, 20 in my hand. Looking for a record nobody else is playing. Dust on the covers, boxes stacked high. Searching through the past while the hours go by. Jazz in the corner, funk by the wall. Soul records leaning like they ready to fall. Read every label, study every name. Sometimes finding nothing is part of the game. Then I see an old record underneath the stack. Black vinyl shining with a faded track. Put it on the table, let the needle come down. Hear a little drum break with a beautiful sound. Bass line comes walking, piano starts to glow. I look at the shop owner, how much for the whole? Take it back home, put the headphones on, and suddenly 4 hours of the nights are gone. Crate digging, searching through the past, looking for a little break that can make the rhythm last. Dust on my fingers, headphones on my head, finding hidden treasures where everybody else forgets. Crate digging, never know what you'll find. Old soul, new beat, connecting every time. Drop the needle down, let the record spin. That's where the whole new story begins. Chop that horn, flip that piano, loop that guitar, bring the bass up pronto. Cut the vocal, leave the crackle in the air. Sometimes imperfections make the record feel rare. Kick from one record, snare from another, bass from a soul joint discovered by my brother. Put them all together, let the rhythm collide. Now the whole basement got a heartbeat inside. No expensive studio, no perfect machine, just dusty little samples and a vision unseen. MPC pads getting hit late at night, trying to find a pocket till the groove feels right. One loop sounds good, two loops sound better. Write another verse verse, change the drum pattern together. By the time the sun comes up through the window, we got another piece of that underground sound. Crate digging,
Searching through the past,
looking for a little break that can make the rhythm last.
dust on my fingers, headphones on my head.
Finding hidden treasures where everybody else forgets. Crate digging,
Never know what you'll find.
old soul, new beat, connecting every time.
Drop the needle down, let the record spin.
That's where the whole new story begins. Yeah, years pass by, but the records stay talking. Every dusty groove got another door knocking. Young DJ learning what the old heads knew. That music connects generations when the feeling is true. You can change the equipment, you can change the room, but a good drum break always finds room to bloom. A little bit of soul, a little bit of pain, a little bit of sunshine underneath the rain. So I keep digging, that's all I know. Searching for another hidden piece of gold, because somewhere in the box that nobody sees, there's another perfect sample waiting for me. Crate digging, crate digging, crate digging, crate digging.
Searching through the past,
Looking for a little break that can make the rhythm last.
dust on my fingers, headphones on my head.
Finding hidden treasures where everybody else forgets.
Drop the needle down, 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 down. Let the record spin.
Cut the sample up and let the new beat begin. Side A, side A, side A, side A, side A, side B.
Keep digging, 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 digging. Keep digging.
Summer heat. Boombox on the sidewalk. Everybody outside. Yeah. Hot paving underneath my shoes. Boombox on the steps playing something smooth. Basketball bouncing while the DJ cuts. Everybody gathers when the bass comes up. Cold drink in my hand, sun going down. Music getting louder all around town. Somebody yells, turn that beat up loud. And suddenly the sidewalk becomes a giant crowd. No phones ringing, no screens in our hands. We had music and friends and a few simple plans. Play ball till dark, then gather outside, laughing with the crew while the old records ride. Girls dancing near the corner, kids running through. Older heads nodding like they always knew. The DJ flipped the record and everybody moved. That was the kind of night where nothing needed proving.
Boombox summer, take me back again. Sun going down with the neighborhood friend. Old school rhythm and the speakers turn high. Young enough to think that the summer won't die. Boombox summer,
Streets glowing gold.
every little memory still feels close.
Turn that old tape over,
Let the next beat play. Swear I can still hear those summers today.
late night basketball underneath broken lights. Talking about music till the middle of the night. Somebody had a tape that nobody had heard. We passed it around without saying a word. The beat had a groove that made everybody smile. So we played it again and we played it a while. Simple little moments that you never forget. Sometimes the best memories are the ones you don't expect. No luxury cars, no expensive clothes, just sneakers on the pavement in the summer wind blowing. Old school radio coming through the window. Everybody singing even when they didn't know the intro. The city felt young, the night felt free. We thought the whole world was waiting to see. Maybe we were wrong, maybe we were right. But for one summer evening, everything felt alright.
Boombox summer, take me back again. Sun going down with the neighborhood friends. Old school rhythm and the speakers turn high. Young enough to think that the summer won't die.
Yeah, years later I hear an old cassette and suddenly I remember things I thought I forget. The sound of the crowd, the sound of the street, the little imperfections underneath the beat. That's what music does, it keeps time alive, keeps old little moments somewhere inside. So let the boombox play, let the old tape roll, let the summer rhythm warm the winter cold. Boombox.
Boombox summer, take me back again. Sun going down with the neighborhood friends. Old school rhythm and the speakers turn high. Young enough to think that the summer won't die.
walls, street lights, Brooklyn after dark. Raindrops falling on the old brick wall. Fire escape shaking every time the trains call. Corner store glowing through the misty night. Wet pavement shining underneath the street light. Taxi rolls past with the windows all bright. Distant voices disappearing into the night. I pull my jacket closer, keep walking alone. Every block got a memory, every street feels like home. Old graffiti fading underneath layers of paint. Some names disappear, but the stories remain. A broken street sign hanging over the lane. A distant saxophone singing through the rain. I remember summers when the whole block stayed out. Kids on the sidewalk, everybody yelling loud. Music from the windows, basketball in the street. Nobody cared about the time as long as we had a beat.
Rain in Brooklyn, lights down low. Old school rhythm everywhere I go. Rain on the pavement, memories in the air. Some things disappear, but the feeling stays there. Rainy Brooklyn, city moving slow.
Let the boom bap rhythm
tell me where to go. If the night gets cold, let the record play.
Some memories sound better when the sky turns gray. I remember old friends that I don't see anymore. Old record shops that ain't there anymore. Old apartment windows glowing in the night. Old dreams we carried underneath the street light. Time changes buildings, time changes names. Time changes people, but the music remains. Every dusty drum still knows what it means. Every old sample still remembers our dreams. I walk past the corner where we used to write, thinking about the verses that we made that night. Some were terrible, some were pretty good, but every little line meant more than it should. We were trying to understand the world through a rhyme, trying to make sense of the pressure of time. Maybe that's why the music stays so deep. It gave us somewhere to put everything we couldn't keep.
Rainy Brooklyn, lights down low. Old school rhythm everywhere I go. Rain on the pavement, memories in the air. Some things disappear, but the feeling stays there.
Nah, I'm older, walking underneath the rain, still hearing those old drums inside my brain. Maybe nostalgia isn't wanting yesterday. Maybe it's remembering what taught you the way. Every street taught something, every loss left a mark. Every summer turned into another kind of spark. And every rainy night reminds me once again, you can leave the neighborhood, but it never leaves your skin.
Rainy Brooklyn, lights down low. Old school rhythm everywhere I go. Rain on the pavement, memories in the air. Some things disappear, but the feeling stays there. Rainy Brooklyn, city moving slow.
Let the boom bap rhythm
tell me where to go. If the night gets cold, let the record play.
Some memories sound better when the sky turns gray.
Rain keeps falling.
Street lights
keep glowing. The beat keeps walking.
Window side, headphones on, let's go. Last seat, window side, headphones on, let's go. Last seat on the bus, window fog with rain. Driver moving slowly through the middle of the lane. I got a paper bag resting underneath my feet. Cheap headphones playing drums with a dusty little beat. Two workers sitting forward, uniforms covered in grime. They've been working since the early morning time. A student in the corner reading underneath the light, trying to finish homework on the longest ride at night. A woman holds a baby rocking side to side. A man keeps checking messages, then puts the phone aside. I watch the city through the glass like an old movie reel. Every storefront passing tells me something real. A diner closing early, chairs stacked against the wall. A man sweeping the sidewalk, getting ready for tomorrow's call. A couple having dinner
dinner in the window by the street. For 1 second, everything looks strangely complete. Then the bus turns sharply and the picture disappears. That's how life keeps moving, taking moments with the years. Last seat on the bus, watching everything go. People with the stories that I probably never know. Everybody riding somewhere, everybody paying dues. Sometimes all you need is music and a window with a view. Last seat on the bus, city underneath the rain. Tomorrow brings another day, another kind of pain. But tonight the drums are steady and the rhythm feels right. So I ride until my stop disappears into the night. The driver knows the route better than anybody can. He sees every corner, every face, every man. He knows which store is open, which street light doesn't work, which block is quiet after everybody leaves work. Maybe that's another kind of poetry we ignore. The people who keep moving while we sleep behind the door. No spotlight on them, no headline in the news. Just regular people trying not to lose. I used to think the story needed something big, a famous name, a crime, a dream, a championship. Now I know a story can be somebody buying bread, or a retired father counting dollars in his head, or a teenager writing lyrics on the bus ride home, trying to make sense of feeling isolated in the crowd alone. So I write about the ordinary because ordinary is real. Everyday survival got a rhythm you can feel. And when the bus gets quiet and the passengers sleep, I hear another drum loop underneath the city's heartbeat. A last seat on the bus, watching everything go. People with the stories that I probably never know. Everybody riding somewhere, everybody paying dues. Sometimes all you need is music and a window with a view. Last seat on the bus, city underneath the rain. Tomorrow brings another day, another kind of pain. But tonight the drums are steady and the rhythm feels right. So I ride until my stop disappears into the night. My stop finally comes, doors open with a hiss. I step onto the sidewalk thinking about all of this. Bus disappears behind me, tail lights fade away. Another little chapter at the ending of the day. I walk the final blocks with the headphones turned low. Rain falling softly on the shoulders of my coat. Maybe tomorrow I'll take the same ride again. Sit beside the window, write another verse with my pen. Because the city never runs out of stories to provide. You just need to slow down enough to look inside. And maybe that's the reason I keep writing what I see, to prove that ordinary lives are history. Last seat, next stop, end of the line, the line, the line. Last seat, last seat, last seat, last seat.
Yeah. Drop the needle, let the crackle breathe. One for the DJs. One for the ones who stayed up late. Yeah, dust on the record sleeve, fingerprints around the edge. Needle touching vinyl like I'm standing on the ledge. Crackle in the speaker, then the bass line appears. Funny how a sample can resurrect the years. Old soul singer, telling stories through the drum. DJ chops the phrase until the rhythm starts to run. Kick and snare collide, now the room begins to shake. Every little fragment gives the silence something to shake. We search through dusty bins underneath fluorescent lights, looking for a break that could survive the night. No streaming recommendations telling us what to hear. We trusted our own ears and disappeared into another decade. Another singer, another groove, finding little pieces that can make the whole thing move. Produced at the table with a stack beside his chair, headphones hanging sideways, cigarette smoke in the air. He said, don't make it perfect, let the texture remain, because a little bit of dirt makes a beat feel like pain. Ashes on the turntable, smoke above the sound. Old records keep spinning when the world shuts down. Crackles in the silence, drums beneath the dust. If the music tells the truth, that's enough for us. Ashes on the turntable, needle moving slow. Every little sample got somewhere else to go. Take a piece of yesterday, build tomorrow's track. Once the record starts spinning, there ain't no turning back. I remember Saturday afternoons inside the shop, DJ arguing with another DJ about the break he got. One said, that's too obvious, the other shook his head. Then the owner played a record everybody wanted dead, but the drummer hit a pattern and the whole room froze. That's the kind of moment only record hunters know. A 2-second rhythm becomes a 4-bar loop.
loop, then somebody finds the bass and the room becomes a group. We weren't chasing pilot sounds, we wanted character, something that could make the listener remember where they were. The hiss became a texture, the imperfection became gold. Every worn out record had another story told. I learned that music isn't always about being clean. Sometimes you need the shadow sitting underneath the scene. Sometimes a broken chord can hit harder than the choir. Sometimes an old drum break can start a brand new fire. And when the DJ cuts the sample at the perfect place, everybody in the room got that look upon their face.
Yeah, ashes on the turntable,
Smoke above the sound.
old records keep spinning when the world shuts down.
Crackles in the silence,
Drums beneath the dust,
if the music tells the truth, that's enough for us.
ashes on the turntable,
Needle moving slow, every little sample got somewhere else to go.
take a piece of yesterday, build tomorrow's track.
Once the record starts spinning,
There ain't no turning back.
yeah. Years go by, but the record still survives. Different people hear it with different kinds of lives. One hears childhood, one hears heartbreak, one hears the basement where they learn how to make something out of nothing, rhythm out of air, a little bit of history hidden everywhere. So I press another record, let the room go dark, let the needle find the groove, let the speakers leave a mark. No need for perfection, no need for applause, just drums in the basement. And the reason, because I still believe a beat can carry more than sound. It can hold the memory when everything burns down. So if you find an old record, don't throw it away. There might be somebody's whole life hiding in the play. Needle up, flip the record, side B. Drop the needle, let the crackle breathe.
Drop the needle.
Drop the needle.